Right now, somewhere near you, a baby is crying. Maybe it is on a plane 3 rows ahead. Maybe it is in the next room. And even if that baby has nothing to do with you, something in your body responds. Your jaw tightens. Your attention snaps toward the sound. You cannot help it. You were never meant to. That reaction is not a flaw. It is one of the oldest survival circuits your brain still runs, unchanged, from a time before language, before cities, before the concept of a stranger even existed. Your brain is not one brain. Neuroscientist Paul MacLean described a layered architecture shaped across hundreds of millions of years. On the outside sits your neocortex, the part that reads and plans and reasons. Beneath that, the limbic system, the seat of emotion. And at the core, ancient machinery that decides, before you have a single conscious thought, what deserves your attention right now. A crying baby reaches all 3 layers, but it starts at the bottom. In 2012, researcher Pascal Belen and his team at the University of Glasgow found that infant cries triggered a faster, more intense neural response than almost any other human sound. Not laughter, not screaming, not even a voice calling your name. The cry of an infant was processed faster and more urgently. Not because you were taught to care, because the circuitry was already there. For almost the entire duration of human existence, a crying infant meant vulnerability. It meant a member of your group, who could not survive alone, was in distress and drawing attention to your location. Predators could hear it. Enemies could hear it. Anyone whose brain treated that sound as background noise left fewer descendants. You are here because your ancestors could not ignore it either. This is what evolutionary biologists call a supernormal stimulus. A signal so biologically loaded it bypasses your rational filters and lands directly in your nervous system as a command. Not a suggestion. A command. Respond. Researcher Catherine Young at the University of Oxford showed that hearing infant cries activates the supplementary motor area, the region of the brain that prepares your body for action. You are not just hearing the cry. Your brain is physically priming your muscles to do something. Your focus narrows. Competing stimuli get suppressed. You enter a state of readiness without deciding to. And it does not matter whether you have children. It does not matter whether you like children. The baseline activation happens across the species. The discomfort you feel near a crying baby you cannot help is not impatience. It is a blocked motivation state. Your brain issued the action command. Your body primed itself. And then the situation gave you nothing to do. That energy sat in your nervous system as tension, as irritability, as helpless frustration completely disproportionate to your actual relationship with the child. You were not being unreasonable. You were running ancient code in a modern environment. Research led by Dima Amso at Brown University showed that the fundamental frequency of an infant cry sits precisely within the peak sensitivity band of the human auditory system. The cry is acoustically tuned to the human ear. Evolution ran millions of years of field trials. The cries that got responses produced surviving infants. You are the product of that selection process. The very quality that makes the cry unbearable is not cruelty. It is design. An infant who produced a pleasant sound might be enjoyed rather than responded to. The discomfort you feel is the mechanism working. The next time you feel that tightening in your chest when a child cries nearby, remember what it actually is. It is not weakness. It is one of the oldest systems in your nervous system, forged across millions of years of human interdependence, activating exactly as designed. No one survives alone. The cry of a child was always the sound that reminded you of that. Right now, somewhere near you, a baby is crying, and you already know you cannot ignore it. Now you know why.